Lamar versus Josh Allen. Is this going to be the year that one of these guys can take down the Sith Lord that is Patrick Mahomes? The outcome of the game is going to have a great indicator of how maybe next week could go against Kansas City, because whoever wins this game is going to have a lot of momentum. The last time these two teams met up during the regular season, the Ravens dominated, but I'm not really putting too much stock into that game because the Bills had several key guys who were starters that were injured, especially on defense. The second go around, I expect this to be a game that comes down to the wire. When it comes to the Lamar versus Josh Allen debate, Luke G, who do you believe is the better quarterback, and who do you think gives their team the best chance at pulling off this win and getting one step closer to the Super Bowl?
You know what? I look at this and I really have to ask myself the question of how do you view this? I don't think it's a matter of a quarterback as much as I think it's more so a matter of the weather. I think Buffalo is going to upset the Ravens. I think that the Ravens are going to come out. It's going to be cold as hell. Like, it's going to be cold. And we already got snow coming here in Michigan, right? So we got snow coming here. And Michigan shares a lot of the weather with New York. And Buffalo is right off the water. I think it's going to be cold as I don't know what. And I think that what you're going to start to see is players who were used to doing certain things not being so used to it. Now, I don't know about you. I've played in some really cold football games. When you get hit, your skin feels like it's been slapped by water. It hurts so bad. And I think on Sunday, see, and this is where I think that the NFL know what they're doing. By them making that game at 6:30 at night, they know what they're doing. It is going to be absolutely cold by 6:30 at night. I think Buffalo sneaks out a win and get themselves prepared to go against Kansas City. That's my assessment. I feel like if it was in a neutral site where they was in a dome, I think that the Ravens will watch them, no questions asked, no issue. But the weather is predicting, okay? The weather is predicting to be 24 degrees
It's
on
29
Sunday.
degrees in Baltimore right now. It don't get cold in Baltimore because it was around 29 to 30 degrees when they played Pittsburgh last week. Let's not act like Baltimore don't get cold now. It ain't Miami.
But this is the thing. That's what the time say. That's what they say the temperature is going to be then. It's supposed to be 17 degrees by 6 p.m. and it's projected to feel like 9 degrees. so I'm just saying, you talking about in the day with the sun out 24 degrees by 6 o'clock. You talking about it breaking down to 17 degrees and feeling like 9. I think it's gonna cause some problems with some people out there. It's
Man,
gonna cause some
listen.
problems for people.
I get the weather might be a factor. I've been hearing a lot of folks say how the weather is going to impact this game, how it does benefit Buffalo. That's a large reason why they're not making a dome for their new stadium, because of the weather and the climate. It is advantageous to them, but I don't think the Ravens are going to have like a big shock playing in these kinds of conditions, because I don't really think the weather is that different in Buffalo from what it is to Baltimore. It's cold up there too. They got Derrick Henry. He's a monster. Like, I don't see how the Ravens don't win this game. They are the more talented team. They do have a better group of receivers than what Josh Allen does. Like, yeah, they got Amari Cooper and Khalil Shakur, but Zay Flowers has been better than Amari Cooper this year. Rashad Bateman has outplayed Khalil Shakur, and they got Mark Andrews. And the difference between this Ravens team and last year's Ravens team is that you didn't have Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is that closer. When they lost to Kansas City in the AFC Championship, they only gave their running backs 5 carries. They're not about to forget to get Derrick Henry involved in this game. And Lamar Jackson, Luke G, has just became a football god at quarterback. He's having one of the most efficient seasons that we have ever seen out of a quarterback. Josh Allen has played some good football too, but to have over 40 touchdowns, only less than 5 interceptions is a Aaron Rodgers kind of stat line. You know, Lamar Jackson, with how he looked against the Pittsburgh Steelers, the fact that they ran him more than they have for the majority of this season, they're going all in on trying to win this game. And with Lamar Jackson at his best, no team in the league can stop him. And the Ravens defense has played much better the second half of the season than what they did the first half of the year. I really can't see how Lamar and the Ravens don't get it done in this game. They got the talent advantage as long as the Ravens don't beat themselves, because that's the big thing with the Ravens. And Bill Belichick said this too. The only team that can stop the Ravens are the Baltimore Ravens. I get it that the Bills beat the Detroit Lions. They're the only team in the league to get a win over the Kansas City Chiefs. But gosh darn it, man, if there ever was a year for the young legend out of Pompano, Luke G, the breakthrough and to get it done, it's this year. Let me tell you something. If the Ravens lose this game, if Lamar Jackson doesn't get it done this year, I'm not watching the rest of the playoffs, Luke G. This is Lamar Jackson's time.
Stop that cat.
He's
You're
been
going to definitely watch the playoff. Listen, go ahead, get your popcorn ready. You're going to still watch the playoff. It's still much football to be watched.
It's going to be hard to watch it without Lamar. With the way he's played, Lamar is still equivalent, Luke G. So if you were to go to create a quarterback in Madden and you maxed out his stats, 99 speed, 99 throw power, 99 accuracy, this is what you would get. You would get Lamar Jackson. This has been one of the greatest seasons that we have seen out of a quarterback statistically. Lamar Jackson at this point, let's just be honest about him, Luke G. As good as Josh Allen is, Lamar Jackson, from a talent standpoint, running 4.2 speed, with the accuracy that he has throwing the football from within the pocket, he's the most talented quarterback that ever touched a football. Am I crazy for saying that?
I feel like it's a lot of football history to say that, but I feel like a lot of people like what they see for what he do. I think that the stats that he have are absolutely crazy when you look at the stats, right? And a lot of that is because they added some help to him. That's great, right? But he's not. It's the cold games. Look at why he play in cold games, right? And I don't believe in quarterback records. I know that there was some stat I saw a while ago that was like, oh, he's 3-1 in games that's freezing, and I'm like, yeah, the two of them was against the Steelers. Like, two of them was against the Steelers, and one was against the Browns. So you have the Steelers and the Browns, who really don't want to be out there because their seasons are over, right? And no, but when you go and look at these games where it's like just cold, nothing. Listen, I think it's going to have an effect on him. I think Lamar Jackson is a great player. I think he does a lot of things that you will want from your quarterback position. I just think that with it being a playoff, do or die, any given Sunday, I think Buffalo weather caused them problems. And I think that the biggest thing they're going to do is they're going to really push for their D line to make plays, because they're going to move Josh Allen. Josh Allen is going to move. I got them on the upset. I could be wrong on this, but I'm just looking at it and I'm like, 9 degrees? 9 degrees? Really, Lamar Jackson from Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah. like I'm just saying. Like, where he from? Like, Derrick Henry, same way. He's, you talking about it like it's cold. 9 degrees, bro. Have you ever felt what 9 degrees feel like?
I don't want to know what 9 degrees feels like.
I felt what 20 below zero feels like, and I'm telling you, it hurts. When it's like 9 degrees, dude, it hurts. Like if you don't have all your skin covered up, it hurts. You can feel the sweat beads freeze on your. I'm telling you, it's a different beast. And I think the weather is going to play a huge part in this, and it's going to suck. And it's going to be Josh Allen going against Kansas City. That's what I got.
I got Ravens as my score prediction winning. 24-20 is my score prediction. What's yours?
24-20 Buffalo.